Hello and welcome to AHL Trade Deadline 2020. I'm one of your hosts, Jalal Hamdan.
And my name is Mohammed Khatib.
The trade deadline is a very interesting part of the year for AHL, for the players, the GMs, and all of the hundreds and tens of fans. Team dynamics to be completely shaken up within a matter of minutes. So today we're going to get you guys started and we're going to give you guys the live coverage of the AHL trade deadline.
Lives will never be the same again. Now we'll be cutting it to Ali Farhat, our senior correspondent of AHL, to break the trades live.
Thank you, Jalal Hamdan and Mohammed Khatib. My name's Ali Farhat. I'll be with you guys all night. I'll be breaking the news right when they happen. So we'll stay in touch.
Hello and welcome back. So before we get on to the major trades that are going to happen today at the deadline, let's talk about some of the trades that happened already throughout the year. There were a couple major trades that happened throughout the year, and Mr. Khatib, you want to talk about the first one here?
Yeah, well, the first substantial one this year was ex-Warrior and current Spartan Hamza Khatib getting traded for Qasim Arabi. That was probably the first big one that happened this year.
That trade, I like that trade because...
Who'd you like it for?
I liked it for the Spartans because
Yeah.
they're shoring up their defense,
Yes.
whereas the Warriors were also gaining a key piece in offense. Now here's the problem though, the Warriors have too much offense, whereas the Spartans, they're trying to balance that dynamic.
But you have to also bring into effect Hamza Khatib, ex-Warrior, current Spartan, is a minus machine. What do you have to say about that?
I have to say, he drives with the minus, but he's crucial to his team when he is on the ice. So he's crucial to his team. But Qasim Arabi was not undersell him at all either. Qasim Arabi has been playing great for Adil's team.
Absolute stallion.
Adil is yeah.
I wouldn't say too much about
Yeah,
it.
you never mind. Get this strap, eh, buddy? Oh yeah. Anyways,
I'm Jalal Hamdan. I'm getting a notification here. First trade live.
okay,
One second.
let's go on down to Ali Farhat with the news.
All right.
Hey guys, so it seems as if we have our first trade of the 2020 AHL trade deadline. GM Adil Jama of the Warriors and GM Ahmed Asaf of the Foxhounds seem to be finalizing a deal. I have the deal right here, so it looks as if Adil Jama will be sending Qasim Arabi, goaltender Mohamed Mustafa aka Fishy, and forward Jalal Abagosh in exchange to Ahmed Asaf for both Turks, which means Mohamed Turk, the power forward, and defense are in goalie Hussein Turk.
Oh my God.
And then stay-at-home defenseman Bilal Abdu. So it seems as if this is our first trade of the deadline, and it is a huge one, guys.
Wow, that's great news.
Okay.
That's a huge trade for both teams here. It looks like Adil Jama is really trying to shore up his team. He's trying to make a big push for the playoffs this year. And what better way to do it than with a three-man trade? How do you feel about it, Khatib?
I mean, Adil Jama basically switching his goalies around, trying to shake up that area too. And Bilal Abdu on defense, that's probably the most vocal part of that trade there. Trying to get that ball, heavy presence in the back end.
Yep, that heavy man presence in the back end of Adil Jama's team. And this will help Adil Jama. We were talking before how he needs the defense. He traded away Mohamed Khatib, a great defender.
Yeah.
He traded him away, a great defender, for a power forward. And Adil Jama looks like he's trying to rectify that decision by trading away probably one of his best forwards, Qasim Arabi, which is another huge part of this trade. He's going over to the Foxhounds, and the Foxhounds now just become that much more dangerous because they're going to have Qasim Arabi with the elite passing of Osama Jabir and Ahmed Asaf. That team's going to really start driving hard to the net, and good on them. That was a big trade for both teams. And the goalies, talk about the goalies here. Fishy traded for Hussein Turk basically, and Hussein Turk has won an RSC Cup before as a goalie. Fishy won a cup as a player, but these are two goalies, premier goalies in the league.
Would you also add to that Mohamed Turk, being the
beef machine? Yeah.
the beef machine himself?
Mohamed Turk, controversial figure in the league. He's going to the most controversial team in the league. The Warriors, they've had controversy around them ever since the scandals of abuse came out from their GM, which is something that we are closely following here at the studio. And hopefully we'll bring you more on that story today as more victims come forward.
Also, too, are we going to see a locker room breakdown with both Turks on the team? Are they going to start any problems, you think?
Well, I mean, they were already on the same team, so they got shipped together. Yeah, they got shipped together. So
yeah, they played for a week together.
Yeah, they did for 1 week together. So Ahmed Asaf obviously saw that he needed to make a big move by shipping his number one goalie. Hussein Turk only played him for about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, don't forget that slash at the end of the other last week's game.
Yeah, well, let's not bring that up. But right now because the producers don't want us talking about that.
Break the news.
Okay, we have both Turks on the line.
Yeah, both Turks are online.
Okay, so you guys were just traded. So Hussein, Mohammed, and Bilal Abdu, you guys were traded to the Warriors for Qasim Arabi, Fishy, and Jalal Baghosh. How do you guys feel about that move?
Holy, wait, that's like 6 names, man.
Yeah, it's a 3-man trade. It's you, Mohammed, and Bilal Abdu getting traded to the Warriors for Qasim Arabi, Jalal Baghosh, and Fishy.
You know, I thought the Foxhounds were done making moves, but apparently not. You know, I felt like we were in a position to contend, but I don't know how I feel. This is weird because the whole shock of getting traded is gone because I've already been traded once. But I don't know if I should be excited or scared to be on the Warriors.
Well, we just had a word with your new GM, Adel Joma, and he feels like this is the right move to make in order to go forward with this team. And he feels like he has a contender and he's going all in this year. So maybe we'll get some words from your brother, Mohammed, who was traded just a week ago. And now he didn't have much time to settle in because he's now on the Warriors.
I'm clearly a cancer to a locker room. I don't know why they acquired me.
I mean, you guys are. It's now the entire Turk family's on one team. Well, your cousin's there too. Do you feel like that would cause a little bit of chemistry moving forward?
Well, me and him did play good last year. We made it pretty far. So, yeah, I think we can. And now that they don't have to play against me, they might actually have a shot at winning. So, good recipe of success here.
So Mr. Turk, there have been a lot of beef this year between you and some other players around the league.
Particularly Bilal Baghosh and Hamza Musa. We all know it. We've all been there. We all lived through it. Do you feel like that beef has been squashed, or do you think there's still a flame left?
Transferring from team to team.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way. If Adel tries to beat me after a loss, there's going to be some new beef.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. Wow.
Player versus GM beef here, I see.
So Mohammed the Turk will not take the abuse that other players have taken before. Is that what we're hearing right now?
Exactly.
Wow, slap my knee and call me Peter. This guy's serious.
Yeah, he's serious and he's all for it. Both Turk brothers now officially Warriors. Thank you guys so much for accepting the phone call, and we will hope to see you next week.
Tomorrow.
1. Mr. Abdu, thank you for taking our call today.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so how do you feel about your trade over to the Warriors, Adel Joma's team, in the blockbuster 3-man trade or 6-man trade? Sorry about that. That involved you, the two Turk brothers, going to the Warriors for Jalal Abagush, Qasim Arabi, and Mohammed Mustafa, aka Fishy.
You know, it just shows you there's no loyalty in this league anymore. You know, you have a person that built a team, you know, put his sweat, his tears, and his blood, literally blood, and you have some GM that gets hired by the ownership thinking they'll turn the franchise around, and they go and they trade its star player and its heart and soul of the team. So I don't know if loyalty counts for anything anymore in this league. Just, it's really disappointing knowing the state of the Foxhounds right now.
I'm getting the sense that you feel a little bit burnt, like you got a raw end of the deal. Your contract expires this year. Is there hope for you to re-sign with the Foxhounds?
Well, it depends on the management. If it's kind of management where they just throw the heart to the curb like that, I don't know if you want to be part of that. You know, here I am thinking like, you know, end my career with the Foxhounds, retire, have like a little lap around the ring.
Yeah, I know. He's in the washroom. What am I gonna do? He's in the washroom. Okay, fine. Okay, guys, it looks like Ali Farhat is in the washroom. I'm gonna have to break this trade for you guys. The Alpha Wolves have received Jalal Hamdan and Kareem Saleh, and the Wolverines receive Omar Himour and Munir. I don't know his last name. Oh my god, It's cold outside, man.
Sorry, man. I had to use the washroom.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, so we just received news from a huge trade. So I'm actually part of the team that one of the teams were involved in this trade. It looks like we traded away. So the Apples traded away Omar Hamoud and Munir Nazir.
Nazir's last name?
Nazir's
Oh,
last name.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Mr. Nazir's son.
Is that, yeah, that's
Oh, okay.
that's the one,
Oh,
yeah. In exchange, we got Jalal Hamdan and Kareem Saleh.
Wow, you guys are a wagon.
Yeah, so I
I mean,
mean,
you guys are no Spartans, but you're a wagon.
yeah, I mean, we're shaking things up. I think Omar Asaf is he wants to play very aggressive, and you know, if you look at the stats this year, Jalal Hamdan is actually having a career year.
Yeah, he's breaking
So,
out. I mean, it's also very good for him because it's a contract year. So
yeah, exactly. You know, a lot of people had their doubts in the beginning of the season with his concussion. I think his trade value went down a lot, but since his return, he's been stellar.
yeah, he's been amazing. Clean up his act. You know, he's reports of seeing him at LA Fitness at 7 in the morning. You know, working hard. You know, trying to get the strength back.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been having a good season so far.
Yeah, I think as of right now, Jalal Hamdan is sitting at 18 goals and 6 assists in 21 games.
Wait, that's his name?
Jalal Hamdan right there.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's putting him at 24 points in
24
21
points.
games. So
Minus 15 though.
that's pretty good. Yeah, his plus minus isn't the best. I think it's just the team he plays on, honestly.
Yeah.
Ahmed Tarabain. Speaking of Ahmed Tarabain, you know, he's had a lot of controversial
Yeah,
things
a
about
lot of
him.
controversy this year.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, this trade just speaks for itself. You know, he's trying to just, you know, excuse my French, but he's trying to save his ass with a lot of the stuff that he's been.
That's some hefty words for the commissioner.
Yeah, you know, he's had a lot of problems this year, and a lot of people want to overthrow him.
Yeah.
But I guess people are just gonna stick it out.
So who do you say wins this trade?
It's a tough one. You know, the Alphas, they definitely have a lot of depth on their team.
Yeah.
You know, with Kareem Saleh at the back end, I think that's perfect. Exactly what
Yeah.
a big shot at the point.
But is it Kareem Saleh with his huge ass water bottle though?
You know, the huge ass water bottle, sometimes it kind of gets in the way, but I think when he has that with him, he plays great.
Yeah.
And Jalal Hamdan, I think the greatest thing about this trade
Yeah.
is the fact that me and Jalal have been on the team every single year in the HL, except for
Wow,
like 2
I
years.
didn't know this.
Yeah, so I think this is, and usually what happens in the trade deadline is we get traded away from each other.
Oh, okay.
This year we're getting traded together, so I think it's going to be good.
Maybe a butt buddy situation going on.
Yeah, but bottom line, yeah, I think we win the trade.
Yeah, good for you guys.
Yeah, what about you? What do you think about this?
I mean, in my honest opinion, it doesn't matter. I play for the Spartans, so maybe I'll see you guys in the finals. I don't know. Man, this chair's so unstable. I think I'm gonna fall. Oh!
Whoa, looks like he had a hard fall. Hi, I'm Jalal Hamdan, and have you been injured in a concussion-related incident? Well, I'm the guy for you to call. Concussions are very serious injuries, but do you want to defend yourself? Now you can. With the all-new Concussion Mask 4000, you'll never have to worry about getting another head injury ever again.
Whoa! Wow, it actually works.
Call 1-800-CONCUSSION-MASK today.
Sorry guys for cutting commercial break halfway through, but it seems that there's another trade that happened. Now we'll cut to Jalal Hamdan to break it. He's still weird.
No, chicken. No, lemon chicken. Chow mein. Lemon chicken. Guys, crazy news here. We just received word there was another trade. Even though Omar Hamoud, he won't be going too far because he is getting traded now to the Stingrays. Yes, that trade you just heard about where Omar Hamoud and Munir Nazir were traded for Jalal Hamdan and Kareem Saleh. Well, Ahmed Tarabain, the GM of the Wolverines, has just flipped Omar Hamoud for Hamza Musa. This is a crazy trade, guys, and a lot of stuff's gonna happen through this. Ahmed Tarabain obviously reuniting with his butt buddy Hamza Musa. Omar Hamoud going to his cousin's team, Bilal Bagosh. What's gonna happen on the defense there? Back to you guys. Wow, very well.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that is a huge one. See, I'm gonna start off on this one, okay? Do you know what the definition of insanity is? It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Ahmed Tarabain, he drafts the same year, the same team. Every single year he drafts the same team. He picks up Hamza Musa and Ubaidullah. are always with him on his team. Okay, and Zahawi too. Zahawi, he's been a prominent member of Ahmed Tabain's teams in the past, and he expects a different result. Now, I know Hamza has been taking horse steroids and horse human growth hormone in order to better his performance, and you see him out there, but he's looking like a rocket. You know what I mean? He's jacked.
He's looking sexy.
But he still sucks. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What do you guys think about this trade? I feel like Ahmed Tabain, he lost substantially in defense, but he's getting the forward. Hamza Musa is a good forward. He just lost like a dolphin. What do you guys think?
I compare Hamza Musa to like a Chris Kunitz. You know, he's good around good players. But in reality, you know, if he's playing with Ahmed Tabain, that 1-2 punch there, it's not going to work out. Omar Hamoud is a fantastic player.
Elite defender.
And honestly, I'm kind of like, I'm going to miss him a lot on my team. But I think that Bilal's team is going to be dangerous now. The only thing I'm worried about is, are they going to be lacking any forwards?
I mean, I feel like I'm going to go against both of you guys here. Hamza Musa is an absolute stud. I mean, he's got the strength, and that's going to be needed come playoff time when he's versus the Spartans, which he will lose to. But, I mean, you know, Hamza Musa is good, so.
Here's the thing. If we look back at the trades that went through today, I'd say probably one of the biggest trade deadlines in AHL history.
Well,
Yeah,
indeed.
definitely.
It didn't involve, you know, some teams stayed the same and they stayed pat.
Yeah, I'm glad the Spartans didn't do any big trades. You know, we got our team, we're rolling, you know, we've been playing good. What do you mean, yeah?
No, I'm saying I believe the Spartans are actually like they're going to be the sleepers this year.
Yeah, we're contenders this
I
year.
think what's going to happen with the Spartans. I don't think they're contenders. Don't get me wrong. I think they're going to slip into the playoffs.
Yeah, we are.
But I do think they're going to upset a team. That's my
Wait,
prediction.
doesn't every team make playoffs?
Yeah.
They're going to upset a team. They're going to make
Yeah,
playoffs. They
yeah.
are going to. Spartans will
Yeah.
be in the playoffs and they might upset a team. I can see it happening.
Yeah, we'll be the Columbus Blue Jackets of the AHL League, so.
Hey, it could happen, you know.
Bold statement.
It is a very bold statement.
Yeah.
But
Spartans.
let's just quickly go over the trades that happened today. So the first big trade, the 3-player swap, Mohamed Hussein Turk, and also
Bilal
Abdu moved from the Foxhounds over to the Warriors, who then ship over Qasim Arabi, Fishy, and Jalal Barosh. Honestly, here it looks like a pretty even trade because I'd say that the Foxhounds were a defense-heavy team before, and they're now getting much-needed offense, while Adil Jama, complete shakeup. His team was slated to be a first team right now.
Yeah.
His team was slated to be really high up there in the standings, but it just hasn't meshed together
I
well.
feel like it all fell off when he did that first big trade for defense for forward.
That first big trade was crucial to the season.
You know what? I have to agree with Khatib here because I believe that Adil's biggest weakness all year wasn't his goaltending, surprisingly. No offense. But I do think his biggest weakness was the fact that he had no defense. I think Adil Jama, if you look at his past couple of years, he's been racking up points. And I think that's because he was playing forward, right? So I think if you can have a good defense like Bilal Abdu, you know,
He's getting up there in age. I feel like he's slowing down.
yeah, he is the veteran of the team, so he can bring a lot of the negativity that's already in the locker room. I think Bilal Abdu can come and just
Well,
smack
here's
it
the
out.
thing. Here's the thing.
Smack it out.
Is Adil Jama going to hit Bilal Abdu?
That's true. He's like half of his size.
But the Adil Jama has no shame. He'll
that's true.
slap my dad.
He'll slap your dad.
Probably.
Wow.
He's crazy.
Wow,
He's crazy.
that's a
guy.
bold statement
Yeah,
from
good,
Ali
good,
Farhat.
thing, good thing I'm not on that team anymore.
He's a crazy. I love the guy though. He's
Great guy,
Good
great
guy,
guy.
good
But
guy.
you know the allegations you can't ignore the allegations.
Yeah.
So second trade of the day, number 7 all-time points. Jalal Hamdan gets traded alongside Kareem Saleh, who won the cup. The two of them won the cup last year. They get traded for Omar Hamour and Munir Nazir. That is a significant trade, mostly because the number 7 of all time AHL points getter Jalal Hamdan was involved in that trade.
Yeah.
And, you know, and Kareem Saleh too was pretty good. And Omar Hamour, phenomenal. And Munir Nazir, young talent, you know, he killed the junior AHL. And I think he just needs to change the scenery because Ali Farhat's quite abusive.
Yeah.
Is there any beef that's going on there? Or?
No. See, the thing is for me, I am very aggressive. I like to play, as much as I can, and I have a lot of people saying I don't pass the ball. So what?
Yeah, I one time cheered you on in the stands and you just like ignored me. I remember you were
Yeah,
in game, like you were total game mode there.
Yeah, because when I'm playing, right? And at the end of the day, I think that the players that we're giving away are phenomenal. Like Munir is a phenomenal young talent with amazing stamina. That's someone that we need. I mean, Jalal Hamdan doesn't have the best stamina, so we're kind of losing out on stamina there. Yeah, it's true, right? And
he's a tad overweight. He's working on it.
I didn't say that.
we didn't say that.
you say
That
that?
was kind of rude.
Yeah, it was kind of rude. Straight up.
Yeah, but anyway,
7th all time in AHL
yeah,
points.
Jalal Hamdan and Ali Farhat being reunited again. What do you think about that?
I think it's gonna be amazing because they've had the
Do
crazy
you guys
chemistry
want to sit
before.
next to each other? I mean, it's kind of awkward, you know.
Why
Being
are
in
we saying each other? I'm Jalal Hamdan, Zali for hot, isn't it?
I don't know. It's kind of awkward, you know. I kind of feel
No, it doesn't make sense. Why? That has nothing to do with us. Oh, okay. So yeah, I think that's them being together is going to be amazing. But then let's go to the third trade. Bilal Barouche, strong defensively, and he has Optimus Prime in net.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime in
is
net.
Optimus Prime?
The Autobot.
We need to get back to Optimus Prime because that is another big.
That's
HL
another talk.
controversy.
That's another topic
we'll get back to
for a different time.
Stay put Optimus Prime.
But
Stay
that
put.
defense, when you add Omar Haymore to the defensive core, and what are you looking at here?
I mean, their team is by far, hands down, without a doubt, the best defensive team in the league right now.
There's no way.
There's no team that tops them.
I mean, Spartans are up there too, but I mean, you can continue on. It's fine.
They are.
Sorry?
No, nothing. They're great.
Okay,
So,
continue.
but like I'm saying, they're phenomenal defensively, and I think once teams actually play them and realize how good they are when it comes to defense, they're going to be scared.
There's going to be a big change now in the AHL because that team, you're going to have to throw everything on net for that team.
Yeah.
So I honestly think this is going to be a very, very interesting rest of the season and playoffs as well.
Yes, sir.
Do you guys have any further comments on the trade deadline before we go on to our other news topics of the day?
No, I think it's pretty well said, and I guess all we can see really now is just how they play, how they mesh together.
Yes.
What's your take on this, Alex?
My take on this is I hope everyone has a good rest of the year. We're going to have lots of fun, lots of non-calls, I'm sure, lots of beef, I'm hoping, and we're going to have a good time.
Lots of ball hugging.
A lot of ball hugging, yeah.
Can't forget ball hugging.
Be a
You
good
know, I just want to say right now, your points are probably going to go down.
Yeah, because you're playing, I mean,
That's not me. I'm not Jalal Hamdan.
sources tell me, though, that if you're playing on the, what's your team name again? Alpha Wolves.
And
Sources say that you play on Alpha Wolves, you know, you're
That's fine. I'm in it for the winning culture. I've won. I have my cup.
you're not gonna win.
I have my cup.
That's okay.
I have my cup, dude.
Where's your ring?
It's somewhere.
Okay.
I have my cup.
Alright.